Hey,
What's going on?
I have to admit, I was eating and drinking my kombucha backstage. However, welcome everybody. Welcome back to another episode of FEM Talk. It is FEM Talk Tuesday, and as always, we have a great show lined up for you with another amazing guest. And guess what we are talking about tonight? Something that everybody out there needs. And I see one of our FEM talkers back there going like this, Miss She. It is Moolah, everybody. We are talking financial literacy. So we're not going to give you our guest name just yet. We're going to bring in the ladies of Fem Talk. We've got Shima, She Talks.
Hello,
Hey,
everybody.
look at that trend. Okay,
Looking
because
marvelous.
we are so transparent here on Fem Talk. She was getting ready backstage, but look at the transformation. She's beautiful. Yes. And we have Melissa Mimi, and we're gonna be even more transparent, right? Because this is girl talk tonight. Mimi just came in as soon as we started our intro. She is always here though, always on it. So, and she got her green screen up. So, everybody, since we are talking about financial literacy, we just wanted to bring up the hot topic and give our girl Rihanna a shout out. It was reported that Rihanna is worth $1.7 billion. Shout out to this young queen for being a billionaire. It's reported that she is 34 years old. So at the very young age of 34, she is a billionaire. So tell us. Yes, exactly, Mimi. Wow. And I was just reading too when I started looking up a little information on her. She's making more than Kylie Jenner. Come on, Rihanna.
Well, now.
Wow.
Yes, I absolutely love it. So, our guest who is backstage is going to give us some tips about building your finances and your personal wealth. And we can't wait to hear it. I don't know about everybody else out there, but you can never stop learning about how to build wealth as the world is ever changing, ever evolving. You know, we all need some financial literacy in order to learn how to continue to keep the wealth going and to build a legacy for our beautiful children and grandchildren and beyond. So, what do you guys think about Miss Rihanna?
Somebody said they was dropping it like it's hot. She was dropping it like it's hot for 7 months. I can't see who that is. You know, I don't put my glasses on. Y'all
I think, did that say Facebook user?
Yeah. I think it's Jamie.
Oh, that's Jamie.
I like my girl.
Dropping, no dripping, Jamie. I love Jamie.
That's
Jamie
right,
Lane.
that's
She
right.
is always gonna give it to you straight. Come on, Jamie. Yes.
Love it. But I'm absolutely in love with the fact that this young woman is 34 years old and an official billionaire. That doesn't come by accident.
Yeah.
That means she's been strategically laying bricks for years.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes to show that it only takes a certain amount of time to make it happen. Because think about it. When Rihanna hit the scene, she was what? About, I want to say 2003. Mm-hmm. She's 34. She was about 16 when she first hit the music scene for real. Yeah. About the same time as Sean Kingston and all them. You don't even know the name Sean Kingston now. And she came out about the same time, and now she's a billionaire. Less than 2 decades later. So imagine what you can do with 5 years, in 7 years, in 10 years, with concentrated, focused effort and listening to the right mentors like we got tonight. Tedria Martin is a beast. Yeah. So this is what happens when you got mentors like Jay-Z and Puffy and all them that are also documented billionaires. Yes. When you got these kind of people to rub elbows with, you damn well better. This is what happens when you do and actually open your mind and listen, because that's the hard part of it.
I was getting ready to say that's the other part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listening to your mentors. I give her a good shout out. She came, and number one, she came from her country. I think she's Barbados, right? She's a Barbadian. They do not, this is not a wealthy country in regards to those that live there. So she didn't come from money, but she learned, she came here and what she understood was opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And so often people from other countries that come here, they understand that what this country offers is opportunity, and she took every opportunity she could, and she did what we West Indians are known for is she did 10 jobs. She didn't do one job, she did 10 jobs. She danced.
Hey,
She
Mom.
made clothes. She
Right.
designed. She put she put anything in whatever bucket, and she allowed her buckets to take off. And
Mm-hmm.
it just teaches you, because not every singer has that kind of money. Some
Mm-hmm.
people
Right.
are, they're still singing because they need to pay their bills. If you notice,
Mm-hmm.
especially now that you don't get
Mm-hmm.
songs, you don't get paid for making music. You get
Yeah.
paid for going to concerts now.
Yeah.
So you got some old people out there that can't sing no more, but they going out there because they got to pay their rent. Where this
Yeah.
girl, she says, I'm creating. That's right, 10 jobs, 10
That's right.
streams of revenue,
That's right.
and
Right.
Rihanna owns it. She owns it. So that's
Yeah.
my girl.
She
Girl
paused the
boss.
replay and replayed the play.
Yeah.
Say it again. Say
You
it
know
again.
I said she paused the replay, then replayed the play.
I love it. And by the way, that young lady can sing.
Yes.
She can really sing. You listen to some of her music and it's very commercial, but if you've ever heard her perform, that young woman can sing. She has some real pipes on her. So, just kudos to her on that. So listen, without further ado, everybody, we are going to get into this financial conversation so that we can build wealth just like Rihanna. So we're going to bring the expert in because that is not our forte here on Fem Talk, but we know how to get the right people in to teach us. And everybody out there listening, get your notebooks out. And Brandy, take it away and tell us about our wonderful guest backstage.
Most definitely. So the one and only Tedria Martin is a woman of God first and foremost. She is a veteran of the U.S. Army, recently retired. She is a author. She is a serial entrepreneur, and she is an avid investor, amongst other things. This child, she does hair. She might possibly have more income streams than Rihanna right now. I don't know. But she's just an amazing down to earth. She spits it and talks just like it is. She doesn't sugarcoat stuff. She gets straight to the point. She won't lie about nothing. You sometimes you wish she would, but I'm glad she don't. So without further ado, let's bring in Miss Tedria Martin.
Hey.
So sick and excited to have you, girl.
How y'all doing?
Well, doing well. How are you?
I am doing fantabulous. So,
All right.
I know it's not a real word, but it's gonna be one tonight. So,
That's right.
one of the things I thank you, Brandy, for you know how you sometimes you look at yourself and you're like, who are they talking about? Like me, little old me. I thank you for that introduction. I consider myself the financial coach, and you'll find in a few minutes why I call myself the financial coach, because I know you all have experience. It's a lot of experts out there, but a lot of experts are not doing what they say they're doing. So I'm the type of person where I can't say, I'm not going to do or say anything that I'm not living. So I'm very down to earth, but I am very to the point and honest about how. Because people don't really teach you the how, they just get you excited about stuff. They don't really teach you how, and most of the time they be lying. And because according to the good book, I can't lie. So I just tell people the truth. I have no time for games because I got stuff to do because I am a busy person. I'm actually in cosmetology school right now, even though I've been doing hair since I was like 5, because my clients actually want to get more into like doing like, color and stuff. So yeah, I have a lot going on right now. I own a salon already. I own a natural hair salon, and I work out of another salon also. But my short-term goal is to build a spa. So that's why I went for master college, so I could actually build a spa, so I could start working, because I believe in being paid, and other people do a great job working while I get those checks and I get them their little piece of it. That's the way I look at it. And Shima was all up in my stuff talking about the streams of income. I said, listen. I believe in streams of income. And what's one thing I want to point out? You know how a river kind of flows out into streams. But do you know that some rivers have only one stream?
Yes.
So because I'm a teacher by nature, right? Sometimes people think they have different streams of income. They actually only have one stream of income. They just have many little ponds of that stream. When it comes to finances, especially financial literacy, that's one thing that me and Brandy talk about a lot is about sometimes people get it twisted what financial literacy is, and they have this preconceived notion about what it is. And I'm like, a lot of people are not financially literate as they think they are. So financial literacy has nothing to do with about finances. And most people get to part 2. They always go to part 1. I know a lot about finance because everybody I talk to is a financial expert. Everybody I talk to is a financial expert. They like to sit me down and tell me about, even though I've been doing this now for over 20 years, but they tell me I'm an expert. I don't need nobody tell me nothing about finances. I said, look at your portfolio though. Like, what is your portfolio saying? What is your bank account saying? Okay. A lot of people saying a lot of things, but that don't mean that's really what they're doing. And so I would throw this out there before I start talking too much, and I'll give Brandy a chance to ask questions, or anybody else to ask questions that you want to ask. One comment that I made, because towards the end of my career, I actually got requested by a lot of the units in the Army to come and teach their soldiers about financial literacy. But they have a whole company that they hired called the ACS, the Army Community Service, where they hired them to do this service. But they wanted me to come teach them because I'm very down to earth and I'm very straightforward. And they said the soldiers really grasp the information more because I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. So one of the colonels and stuff, they were talking and they was like, oh yeah, because when I retire, I got to work. And I asked the question, how many of you all will have to work when you get out? And then a lot of them raised their hand. But I kept mine down. You gotta think these people have been in the military 30 years. They have all the rank. They're at the top of their careers. And you would think they have enough money to like sustain them. They say they have to work when they get out. Crazy is, I was a staff sergeant when I retired, but I worked for myself like a full entrepreneur. So I began to show them that it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. So I'm a hard sell when people try to like, well, I made 7 figures last year. I said, how much did you keep? Well, that means your bank account should have 7 figures too, right? Oh, no,
that's right.
Well, if we're gonna talk about that, make sure we talk about the whole picture. Let's not just paint the picture. You made 6 figures. How much did you keep? Because really, that's the important part. Making the money is easy. I mean, come on, y'all. It's in our blood. It's in our blood to just create things like Black Girl Magic. I have nothing against other races. I love all my peoples, but we got magical genes that we just naturally create things, so we can make money. Please, we show other people how to make money. We can make money. We can make $1 out of 15 cents. Keeping it has been the issue. It has nothing to do about how much we make. It's about how much money we keep it.
Yeah. That part. Good, right? That's so good. So if you could give us some basics, give everybody out there and us on the panel some basics about how you get started on learning how to keep, because that's the key piece that you said right there, learning how to keep your money. So if somebody has, just say like use maybe like $1,000 example, right? How they take that and divvy it up so that they're keeping some and they're spending what they need to spend.
Okay, so my big take on it, the number one thing I teach, no matter what level my clients come in as, is budget, and it's a curse word. It's a word. They just like budget. Oh, I don't need one of those. I'm just. I said, listen, sweetie, Walmart, they're in the billions now, right? Walmart has a budget. Don't believe anybody that's telling you they're a multimillionaire or multi-billionaire, they don't have a budget. That's not true, right? If they don't have a budget, you best believe their bank account eventually is going to show it. Because if you're not, and I don't want to get deep because y'all not, I really can't get there. If you don't know what's coming in, you don't know what's going out, how can you really manage your money? How can you grow something that you don't even know where it's coming, where it's going? So even with $1,000, my first thing is, first of all, what your bills look like. Because a lot of people tell you, oh, take it, invest it. Why would you invest something you haven't even paid your bills yet? So you're going to be investing, you're going to be in the up. Pay your bills first. And once you get to a point where you have extra money in your budget, how you know that you don't have a budget that shows you what you need to do, right? Then you say, well, you know what? The first thing is that I got little Dave Ramsey in me. That $1,000 emergency fund, it does come in handy, you guys. The $1,000 emergency fund when you do get there. But if you just have the $1,000, your bills are paid, you got your emergency fund. I say start investing because you know inflation is murdering the dollar. And you put all your money in your savings all you want to. And I have people say they're afraid to invest. I say you're already an investor. Everybody is. If you have a bank account, you're an investor. They're like, oh, I'm not. Yes, you
Wait
are.
a minute.
You may not necessarily directly think you're an investor, but you best believe that bank is investing your money.
Come on now.
Everybody that got an account that come and ask them for some money, guess where they get the money from?
Yes. So
So you're an investor, you're just on the wrong side of the fence.
Yeah.
People learn.
Thank you for that. Thank you
for side of the fence. Baby, don't interest is beautiful, but we hate paying it, right? How many of y'all like when they pay it to you? Oh, I love getting interest. Oh, pay me interest. Pay me interest on all the money. I want all the coinage to come right on over to me. I'm calling it forward. Hey, all of it come to me, right? I love being on the other side of the fence, of the receiving side, because you kind of keep your mouth shut when you're on the receiving side. You talk trash when you're paying the interest, but when you're receiving it, you be like,
Yeah, I don't even know about this on here.
I got nothing to say because
I'm broke. I am broke.
Understand that when it comes to like back to streams of income, that $1,000, Tracy, right? If you get that $1,000 and you make it work for you, and you can create other streams off of it. What do I mean by that? If you have 4 jobs, how many streams is that?
That's 4. Oh, you saying 1? Oh,
you know why?
Why?
Because that's only one source that it's coming from. And a lot of people don't look at it because I like to get a little deep in there. You know why I say that?
Good.
Get sick, and you tell me how many streams you got.
None.
All right.
0.
Right?
Well,
that brings up my question.
But if you got passive income coming in, but you got another source of income coming in, let's just say you write a book or you have a class and all this other income is coming in, even if you're sick, guess what's going to come to your bank account?
Ching, all of that passive
that part. So my question is,
really focus to make sure that you have streams of income and not puddles.
How many are there, sis?
They say I say it's 8 because I use residual income as it's the 8th one. And out of the 8, because you have I have dividend income. You can have royalties, like if you write a book or something like that. If you can have stocks, where you have stocks and bonds and mutual funds, that's another source of income. If you have like rental property, like if you're an investor and you have rental property, that's another form of income. They have so many. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, like all of them in order. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but there's 8. Your residual is definitely the one you need. You want your income to be passive,
right?
Because if you have to work for it, y'all know that's a job, right? I don't like busting bubbles. Like Brandy said, sometimes she really wish I wouldn't tell the whole truth. But the truth is, sometimes we need to hear it the way it is. We need to know exactly where we are financially, because sometimes people tell us, oh, you're doing great because you have 7 streams of income. No, you have 7 jobs. Because you have 1 stream of income. Because you get sick, that whole stream of income is wiped out. But if you have other streams of income, you have royalties coming in, you have dividends coming in, you have stocks that's appreciating in value, you have rental income, you have all this income coming in, you can say, well, you know what, I'm out with the flu, but guess what, I'm still getting paid. And that's what we want to move at. We have to make sure that we're actually letting our money work. We work too hard for money, and money should be working for us. We should be telling money, hey, you go over here, you do this. You go over there. Back talking? Oh, we don't do that. You go over here, do what I'm telling you to do. You go take care of that. And that way you can sit back more. I love to sit back and hear the ching-chings and collecting the checks, because I don't like, listen, y'all probably different from me. I know y'all good, strong women and y'all love to work. I don't like working. If I don't have to work, if I can get me a cup of coffee and sit back and kick back and watch Girlfriends, that's what I want to do. Okay. I don't want to sit there and be all day long. And I told somebody.
Let me correct you. I want you to sit back and watch FEM Talk.
There you go.
True.
And come visit us every now and then.
Yeah, right. I got you. But it's beautiful being able to sit back and actually see your money working for you. Because I told a lot of people, it's not. I understand you're married to your savings account. You're getting robbed. They give you what? 0.025% on your money? But how much are they lending it out for?
Should have had a V8.
At least 10%, because most people have bad credit, right? At least 10%. So they know how to play the game. We just got to make sure that we're on the right side. And it's nothing wrong with it, but you got to be on the right side of the fence. Like I tell people, be on the right side of the payments. When you're making payments, it sucks. But when you're getting payments, it's beautiful. So we have to make sure that we're managing, and I'm glad somebody said it earlier too about managing money. Y'all, we have to manage the money that we get. It's the problem is not making the money. Like I said, we're gifted. We naturally make money, but keeping it, because we're got to be better managed. We got to be a good steward over the money that we have. But we're not a good steward over the money we have. It's gonna come, it's gonna go. We don't know where it went. We don't know who took it. We're just trying to figure out why is this happening? Why? And we can't blame nobody else. Y'all, can I let y'all a little secret? Y'all ready? When everybody was going off on Donald Trump about how he wasn't paying taxes, you know, I didn't say nothing.
Right.
I want to know how he don't pay them taxes.
Guess who else don't pay taxes?
Listen, Donald Trump didn't do anything outside of the tax laws. He used it, and he said exactly. He said, "I use the tax laws to my advantage." He didn't do anything wrong.
The beautiful thing is, it's a great question. I know you very smart women know the answer to this question. Is knowledge power?
Absolutely.
Well,
no. Go back.
Applied knowledge is power.
Hey, there you go.
You know how many people that are homeless that they know everything.
Smart.
They can tell you how the moon sits up in the sky. They can tell you how to get a mortgage and how to walk through this and do that. And but you outside though.
Yeah.
And because knowledge is not power. And you hear that all the time. Knowledge is power. No, it's not. Because if you don't apply that knowledge, it cannot become, and that's the issue that a lot of people have. They don't apply what they know. They'll say, well, I know that I'm supposed to pay my rent, I'm supposed to pay my mortgage, I'm supposed to pay my lights, my water, my gas, my this, I'm supposed to save, I'm supposed to invest, but you're supposed to save to invest. I'm gonna say that again. Save to invest. I started out with $10 here, $15 here, $20 here. And before I knew it, I had $100. Then I had $500. Then I had $1,000. And we go back to your question, Tracy. Once you get that $1,000, let me tell you how this works. I'm gonna give y'all another secret. Y'all ready for it? Did you not know you can buy some stocks with that $1,000 and it can make money? And the $1,000 that you originally had can still be there, but you still get the money off that money that was in there. You know what I call that?
Dividends.
I make my money pregnant. I love when my money have babies. I need my money to have babies. I need it to have. Listen, I don't even spend my original money. I spend my money's babies.
I learned that too. That's where I got that from. She was like, it's nothing wrong with buying stuff. Just buy stuff that throws off cash is gonna buy that stuff for you. And I love the equation: cash, asset, cash. Tedria taught it to me. I've heard it from a former coach of mine before, Bobo, Dr. Jerry Bobo. Cash, asset, cash. Like, if you don't have that driven into your mind between Tedria and folks like that, you gonna figure it out. And if you don't figure it out, don't get mad because you lost in the sauce and everybody else doing this.
I love it.
Every time I turn around, I see you eating out and stuff. Cause listen, I'm a foodie, y'all. Look, we're doing confessions, right? I know I'm not Usher, but these are my confessions, right? I'm a foodie. I love food. So sometimes I want to eat out, right? So people like, so you telling people to budget and you telling people to save. You say I got the net because that's how they do, right? You telling people to save and stuff. I always see you eating out and stuff. I can eat out. You know why? Because I'm eating my money's babies.
That's
but I still got that original $1,000 in the account. I'm just eating the babies. If you learn how to eat the babies, you can eat out too. And then write the meal off as a business expense.
Mic drop here. So, y'all, we have actually reached a stopping point because it is time for a short commercial break and Tracy's segment for the week. Reset, Coach got something to pour into our mind, body, and spirit right now. So, y'all, we're going to hit this short commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to pick back up from eating the babies. I'm so special, y'all. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Hey, everyone, and this is Whole Living with the Reset Coach. And I'm just coming on tonight to talk to you about the importance of taking care of yourself. So, we were in the green room, and my beautiful bestie back there had a migraine. So, yes, I'm telling on you, Shima, but this is what sparked this for this evening. But just the importance of being able to listen to your body and take care of yourself when you are under stress, mental, emotional, or physical, or you are under some type of duress, your body's going to give you the clues. It may come in the form of a migraine. It could come in the form of a rash. It could come in the form of a fever, just a simple headache, aches and pains in your body. Something is going to happen that's going to give you an indication that you are under some type of stress. So I want you to listen to those clues. So that's the first thing I want to tell you tonight is listen to those clues. And then I want you to make sure that you understand your own body and how you can actually take care of it. We talked about some holistic remedies in the green room to clear up the headache, but there's so many different things that you can do. But I want you to think about the things that you are consuming. Your food is one of those things that you are consuming from your environment, things that you are putting on your body, things that you are spraying, aerosols, things that are around you that may cause more duress on your body or more stress or give you even heightened symptoms than what you're already going through. So I want you to consider those things as well. Pay attention to the things around you and the things that you are putting in your body. It is definitely detrimental that you understand what happens to your body when there's certain things in the environment and certain things that you consume. And then I'm going to talk about another thing that you guys have probably already heard me talk about a lot, but it is detoxing. You need to detox. And not only do you need to detox what's actually in your digestive system, but you also need to detox the things that are in your mind. Make sure that you are doing things like meditation or prayer or listening to music or getting out and taking a run, something that's going to help you get the clutter out of your mind and allow you to detox your mind. So just as much as you need to detox your digestive system, you need to do the same thing for your mind. So this has been Tracy, the Reset Coach with Whole Living. This is a quick segment, but I want you to pay attention, take care of yourself, listen to the clues that your body is giving you, make sure that you are consuming the right things, both through your food and your environment, and detox your body. That's it, you guys.
And we back. Super awesomeness says, oh, look at this. Detoxing the mind. That part right there was like a reminder. I needed that reminder because I like a lot of stupid animated shows. And I feel like I've been consuming a little bit too many of those. So I'm going to fall back and start reading some more. I love my books. Speaking of books, y'all.
Can we just say something?
Author, right? I'm sorry.
I was just going to say something really quickly with that. When you just take a moment to, like you were just talking about watching your shows, sometimes that's a detox for you because sometimes you need to just unplug and watch something that doesn't have you thinking about whatever puts you in stress or duress and allow your mind to clear and watch some stupid TV, right? So I just wanted to mention that since you said
Absolutely.
it.
Yes.
For sure.
Just
So
don't
we
stay
mentioned
there.
earlier
Don't stay
that
there.
our girl Tedria is actually an author. She has one of the books between her and Prince Michael. They have these wonderful short books with powerful information in them. Hers is called Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. This is it. I make time to read this book at least once every 90 days because I need that reset. Reset, coach. I need the reset. Okay. And it's the things that you put into your mind that are most important to me. If you don't have the operating system, how are you going to operate according to whatever it is you want to be led to?
Mhm.
Whether it's led to or work for, because we all heard faith without works is dead, right? Well, you better get on that. Here comes, hey Prince, I just talked about you, boy.
Period.
Press the Amazon link for her book.
We will put it
We'll
in.
definitely be dropping that. Her book can be found on her website, which we will definitely be sharing at the end of this evening before we jump off of here. Come on, Prince. Thank you, little big brother. All right. So Tidra, you already know. I want to know how, like if you are in a situation that you don't know up from down with your finances, your credit's messed up, you have money coming in, but it seems like it's going out before it even makes it to your hands.
Mhm.
What's the first step you suggest somebody in that situation to take?
Well,
Mhm.
I'm gonna we're allowed to steal on this show, right?
Most definitely.
Okay. I'm gonna steal from Coach
We
Trey.
share.
Okay, sharing. Change your mind. That's why I named that book Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. I tell people all the time, whatever happened in the past, let's not even talk about it. Because it's not gonna help you
Like
going forward. And people don't understand that honestly, your finances is a direct reflection of what? The way you think.
That's
And
right.
people don't want to believe that. They don't want to believe that sometimes it's all the toxicity from the world and everything else you've been taught. People growing up, I've heard people say that their parents said they don't care about credit. I don't care about credit. Let them come take it. I don't care if I have bad credit. Do you realize that builds a mindset in that child? So they grow
Yes.
up doing the same thing and start doing things and making decisions and saying, well, I don't care about credit because I don't need credit because my daddy didn't need credit and my granddaddy didn't need credit. And it actually flows and it becomes a cycle.
Well,
About cycles throughout that book. Sometimes people, it's not that they're just so bad with finances, it's they're stuck in a cycle. I actually put in chapter 5, right? And we talked about it. Do you not know that? And I do make up stuff now, y'all, because that's just from experience, right? There was this little person, seemed like a little person that was inside my head because I think it's a syndrome. I was sitting in the store, and I know none of y'all beautiful ladies never experienced this because I was broke. That's you become an expert once you make so many bad decisions, right? You make you an expert. You messed up so many times. Y'all do know that, right? Anyway, so I was broke. I know y'all never been broke. Y'all had to go to McDonald's and get napkins and stuff, and you didn't have tissue. But y'all didn't have to get a large water so you can have. You never had to deal with that. Find change on the ground at the store so you can go get you a McChicken and y'all didn't have to deal with that. So I was broke, but I would have money at the beginning of the month. But what I would do is I would just spend it. And I would spend it, and I could not stop spending until my account got to zero. And then I whistled right past zero. Then now I'm depressed.
well now.
It's almost like I just kept the cycle going. Like, why am I doing this? Why? And then eventually I went and actually talked to another cuss word, y'all forgive me, therapist. I had to talk to a therapist that told me something's going on inside of you, and it affected everything, including my finances. Once I changed my mindset about how the world should be, how I see the world, how I understand it, it took discipline.
Yes.
I didn't have discipline, so I looked at it, I said, "Wow, if I don't." And somebody said, I think it had to be Jim Rohn was one of the ones that said it too. He said, "Listen, if you want to do the small things, eventually start affecting everything. You may think something doesn't matter, and you find out later how much it does matter. So it don't make your bed. That's okay. A lot of people don't make their bed. But then your day starts going on this cycle where you're like, okay, now I'm not going to eat breakfast. I'm going to eat a honey bun and drink coffee. And that's okay. I can eat a honey bun and drink. But then Coach Tracy over here probably like, and then so many, and then you don't exercise. And then you see how it starts to create a pattern. And then on top of that, now you got to go to the doctor because you have issues, health issues. Because you have health issues, now you have mental health issues because you're thinking, oh, I'm sick. And I don't feel like it. When you're sick physically, you get sick mentally. And then things just start happening. It becomes a big cycle. And now you wondering how you got there. When the money comes, that just falls right in line with everything else that's already going on. You just begin, oh, I'm gonna go. It doesn't matter anyway, because we only live once. And I had a hard day. I had a hard time at work. I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna do for me.
That's right.
I tell people,
That's good.
change your way of thinking when it comes to your finances. You want more money, right? You're tired of being broke. You tired of living like that. I see you have to change the way you think. It's not even about what your daddy did. It's not about who didn't teach you about credit. A lot of people didn't grow up knowing about credit. A lot of people didn't know growing about finances. You have to make a decision now since you grown, because you the one told the world you grown. That's what you did. So since you grown, you actually take responsibility for what you're doing now. I said, if you want to change your situation, you know what? Change the way you do things. Instead of going out emotionally spending, just like you emotionally eat, you can emotionally spend. Instead of emotionally spend, instead of going to the mall, go to the bank and be like, you know what? Since you started something this morning, since I got up out of bed, you've been messing with me all day long. People been getting on my nerves. I'm gonna go to the bank at lunchtime and I'm gonna make a deposit. Because guess what I'm gonna do at the end of this month? I'm taking a vacation. And I deserve it. I deserve to take care of it. And then you start seeing these positive habits. Save money here, invest money here. Now you have more over here. Now you can do those things that make you feel better.
That's good.
And then guess what else you cut out? You cut out the doctor because some people don't have health care. Or they don't have insurance. And if you ever been to the doctor and you don't have insurance, an x-ray costs $1,000.
Yes, Lord.
If you've been there, you don't think that's going to put you in a bad headspace when you already got issues going on and you got financial, and then they have the nerve to get sick, and then now you got to go to a doctor, you got a bill that's $3,000. What you gonna do with a bill that's $3,000? You're already barely making ends meet. A lot of people in that cycle, because what's the number one debt in America?
Medical.
Healthcare.
It shifted. Everybody was like, oh, credit cards. No. It was student loans, but now it's health.
It's healthcare.
Now saying we're gonna start taking off your credit. You're gonna have to do something. Because so many people are in that boat now. They're just going to the doctor because they're sick. But why? You said it, Tracy. They're sick because mentally it's so much going on in their head. They don't think it's related to finance. It does relate to your finances. It relates to everything in your life because everything is connected. Once you start having discipline in one area, you may not even feel like it. There are many days I don't want to get up and walk. I don't want to walk around nobody track. I want to lay in this bed. That's what I want to do. But I get up and say, you know what? For health reasons, I'm going to drink this water instead of my Pepsi. It don't taste the same. It tastes good, but I kill it. Look, this is my second bottle, and I've been just turn them up, because I know it makes me feel better eventually. Then I get out on track and start walking. By the time I get back, I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and pay that bill. Why not? Let's raise that credit score. Why not?
That's right. That's right.
I didn't want to be a victim anymore because I was a victim of my own circumstance.
I love that. Yeah.
And it got old. You know, it get old when you see everybody else, a 19-year-old buying a house, and I'm over here living like, I shouldn't be living like this. This is ridiculous. Like, why am I doing this to myself? Self-sabotage. At one point, I felt like I didn't even deserve it because I was doing so much. I was like, hey, I'm already on this rampage of destroying everything. Why not just go ahead and just keep it? It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It does matter. That's a part of self-care. Taking care of every aspect of your mind, body, and soul. Let's bring this thing together. I tell people all the time, you're one big being that has a lot of things working at once. You can't be healthy in one area and think it's going to travel over to the other. You have to make sure, as a whole, as a total person, that you get the concept of taking care of yourself. Yes, you stick into that budget, even though it sucks at the time. Why? Because the stress can kill you, y'all.
It can.
From somebody who it almost did kill. Stress can kill you, and it's not cute. And when you get to the point where you're finding yourself in the emergency room because you think you're having a heart attack, and just found out later on you just stressed out, It's not. You see how all of it kind of ties into each other.
Mhm.
People can say whatever they want. Money doesn't make you happy. Let me tell y'all something I've learned. I can handle my depression a whole lot better when I got a little cash in the bank. You hear me?
I understand it better.
That's right.
That's good.
That's
Somebody say
I can
money don't
deal
solve
with
all
it a
your
whole lot
problems.
better.
That's
Listen,
right.
does it not? Because does it? Okay, the Bible said it answers all things. I know when I can go pay my bills and I ain't got to worry about, oh man, I can't pay the bill. They don't cut the lights off. But when they finna come get my car, what am I? That stuff brings stress. But when I can sit back and like, I may only have $26 left in the account, but everything's paid off. My savings has got a little savings in it. Got me a little. Guess what? You know you are doing good. You don't have to have a fat checking. Well, we shouldn't be having a fat checking account. We just talked about that, right? Save to invest.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that's one of the tricks too. We don't put money in stocks no more. We don't spend money on the mattress. We don't do none of that because we saving to invest because we gotta beat inflation, right? Put that money to work. Put it in that CD. Put it over there in some stocks, funds, mutual funds. Put it over there in something that's gonna actually work for you. You know how have you ever paid rent? Have anybody here ever paid rent?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how you think it feel when somebody pay rent to you?
Come on now.
Hello, right?
Hello.
You have to really think about the other side of the fence. Where can I go if everything is lined up? If I'm doing things I need to do, if I'm changing my mindset, I don't have to be broke. You would never hear me say I'm broke, y'all. You know what I tell people? Most of the time, people are lying when they say they broke. You know how I know? Most women have a little change purse. Do you have a nickel in that change purse? If you got two nickels to rub together, you lying because you're not broke. Broke means you have zero, nothing, zilt. If you got two nickels, you lied. You are not broke. And there's a difference between broke and poor. A lot of people are poor. Broke is a temporary situation. Y'all know that, right?
That's
right.
Poor is a mindset. If you poor, it's really not much people can do for you when you're poor. But if you broke,
right.
I was broke right before. And I was like, look, something finna give about, but now I'm broke. I would never be broke again, y'all. And I say that. As a matter of fact, ladies, let's all say it. I would never be broke again.
I will
never be broke again.
Say that to yourself every day. I don't care what your bank account look like. I don't care what everything else look like. You tell yourself that and you start walking in that and see when things start changing. You'll start seeing stuff. You're like, oh, this lining up. Look like I got a raise. When you start doing right with your money, I'm telling you, it starts affecting everything else. And you start feeling this.
Right.
Y'all be feeling myself. I be feeling myself. My self-esteem and everything with them once I start getting a little change.
We got something we say. We got something we say in this group. we will do petty, but we don't do messy.
I ain't messy, but I'm really petty, y'all. Especially when it comes to my finances, I'm really petty. I am. Listen, if I can go over here and get it cheaper, I'm gonna go over here and get it cheaper because I'm looking at the big picture.
That's frugal.
I'm spoiled, right? It's just some things I like to do. And guess what? If I could be frugal now and be able to live it up later, I'll be frugal now so I can live it up later, but still come back and say, but you ever went on a vacation and came back and then everything hit you in the face? You're like, I shouldn't even took that. Why did I do that? Like, I know I shouldn't have put that vacation on my credit card. What was I thinking? What was going on? When you get to pay for the whole vacation and you come home to that bubble bag, that tub might be small, but honey, scrunch them knees up and say, I'm grateful that I'm in a tub and I ain't got to worry about all these crazy bills now that I've come back from my vacation. It do something to you. Hey, look, we don't have to go to the Bahamas. That's why I don't get jealous when other people do. I read Rachel Cruz, that's Dave Ramsey's daughter, right? She said, love your life, not theirs. That book will change your life.
Okay.
It stopped me from comparing myself to other people. I used to compare myself to other people. Look at them going to the Bahamas. I don't know what's going on in their house. I don't know what they had to do to go on this trip. I don't know what they had to do to get this and that. So what I say is, you know what? I'm going to take me a local case. I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble. I can't get the Starbucks coffee, but I brought my own cup in.
That's all right.
I got
Sit in the window seat.
And if you got a really nice person at McDonald's, they'll give you a senior coffee for 53 cents. I'm feeling kind of, can you give me I got you, 53 cents. Go ahead and give it to me now. You go over there with your little McDonald's cup, because they don't care. And you sit in Barnes & Noble. Even if the budget say I can't afford this book, but I'm finna read it right here in Barnes & Noble. Like, okay, what they gonna do, kick me out? I'm finna read this book. get me some knowledge, and the library is always free. I be finding all kind of, listen, y'all, we can find all kind of things. That's one of the things I do teach people when we're going through the budget course. You can find frugal things to do that save you a lot of money. When you have saved money in one area, you can use it in another. And one thing I want to add, you're supposed to put fun in your budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Some people don't teach that.
It's a budget line.
If you don't put fun in your budget, you're going to take bill money to have fun with.
Oh, that's right.
You better tell them.
That's
So
good.
talk to us, Tedria, about the formula. Like, do you have a formula in terms of percentages of where money should go? Like when the income comes in, when that $1,000 comes in, how should they allocate it?
Actually, it's up to them. And the reason why I don't, because everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody, for instance, let's just say somebody may put 20% towards rent, but what if you're not paying rent?
Mm-hmm.
So your number will fluctuate based on you. And that's why I don't have a cookie cutter stuff about everybody is different and everybody has an individual plan.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
That's right.
Because yours is individual to you. Because let's just say you follow somebody else's plan with their percentages, and then you get caught up and your numbers don't add up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start looking, and then again, that causes mental anguish. You start thinking, see, I don't even have the 25% to put over here, and I don't have the 35% to put here. I'm supposed to put 10% here, but I don't even have it. You see how that put you down a rabbit hole that you really don't need to go down.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, and I got one because I made one, right? Every class I teach, that's one of the things we teach on there. Look here, on this little budget sheet, right? I don't put no formulas or nothing. I put how much you make at the top. You put all the stuff that you have to pay as bills, and you put your debt at the bottom. You see, ain't no percentages on there, right? I know a lot of people do say that. Put 70% here. The only percentage I go by is my 10% do go to the Lord. That's the only percentage I stick to is 10%. Because one month I might be doing very well. All the bills are paid up.
That's right.
I put
That's right.
8% in savings.
Mm-hmm.
I may put 30% to investments. You see what I mean? So it adjusts every month. My budget never is the same every month. It's not. And people
That's
build
good.
all these ridiculous things. Tell y'all something about us. And I'm gonna talk about us, right?
Not us.
These finance people. Let me tell y'all about the finance people, right? We speak finance. And we think everybody else speak finance. And we don't tell everybody. And you know how many people are messed up because they have this perfect formula of how everything's supposed to go, this perfect little box. And you find yourself outside the box, and then you start having issues because you're like, I guess I might as well quit then. See, because I tried it. I tried the whole thing, but I'm not on the right track. But do they not make you feel guilty?
That's
and they'll preach it too, like it's sermon, like they on a sermon on the mount. And they'll make you think that, if you don't do it this way, you're wrong. Baby, let me tell you something. If I got some coins in my bank account after I get done, if I got some investment, if I now have a portfolio when I never had a portfolio before, I don't care nothing about the only numbers I care is positive numbers coming into my account. That's it. If I got positive cash flow coming into my account, that's what I care about. Because I'm telling you, that will affect you mentally. I was stuck for a long time and I didn't try because I was trying to live up to everybody else's standard with percentages. So as long as you like $50,000, for instance, you work towards to get the $1,000. And the reason why I say personally get the $1,000 for the emergency fund. Have you ever blown a tire and you were headed out of town?
Okay.
Your car decided to start smoking. All of a sudden, when you start to take this vacation and you're on vacation, when it starts smoking, you have for those of y'all who have kids, you ever had a kid poke at something they're not supposed to poke at and they blow it up or something? You be like, you got to be kidding me. Why would you cut the cord? Why? I don't understand. Why would you drop my phone in the toilet on purpose?
Today.
You decided to get your back and hit the TV with it. Did I miss something? So many things will pop up and happen. Or a pipe burst because it got too cold and you didn't even know it was going to get cold. A frost came through and burst the pipe. That's an unnecessary expense that came out of nowhere. If you got that emergency fund, the emergency becomes an inconvenience. You not know that most people don't have $400 in their savings account or checking account at this particular moment. So if an emergency happened, they would have to go try to find money through a loan, through those payday loans. I just again, y'all.
For the love of God, stay away from them dang things.
Them payday loans, people, 300% interest.
Title loans.
They get all this stuff and it begins to pile up, and then now they get your paycheck before you do. And all
Yes.
this stuff started
Yes.
going. That's what I'm saying. If you start just really looking at, say, you know what, I'm gonna change the way I do things.
Mhm.
I'm gonna change the way. The only percentages we need to be concerned about is when it comes to your credit score. You just know the percentage for that. The percentage of late payments.
Mhm.
That's the.
Mhm.
Let me tell y'all a little secret. Y'all want to hear another little secret?
That is the
You know a lot
devil.
of tea today,
Mhm.
right? Do you not know? You ever had somebody, one of your creditors, say, "Hey, you owe us $50," and you try to give them 30, and they won't take it. You know why they won't take it? Let me give you a secret. Why they won't take it? If they take any of that payment, they cannot report you and say it was late.
As a late payment. Mhm.
Right.
Because look at your credit report. I'm getting with people, right? Look at your credit report. Where on your credit report does it say late payment? Nowhere. What does it say? Missed payment.
That's
Mhm.
right.
That's some tea for free.
Mhm.
You have to miss the payment in order for them to report you for at least 30 days. If they take anything, they legally cannot report you. So they be like, don't pay me nothing. If you don't have the whole thing, don't pay me. That's why they say that. But if
That's right.
you do not know if you work with the company most of the time, y'all, let me tell you something what doesn't work though. If you owe the bill on the 12th, you can't call them on the 12th. You gotta call them and let like that. Look,
The team.
you knew you owed them on the 5th. Come on, you knew you weren't gonna have it on the 5th. Don't wait till the 12th to call them because they're gonna be mad. And they're not gonna listen to you. But if you call them like the 5th, be like, listen, the truth is I did my budget. We're not gonna make it. So can we work on? I promise you, they would rather you pay something than not pay anything at all, and they will work with you. That's your utility.
Absolutely.
They will work with you.
Mhm.
But if you don't pay them nothing at all, they don't want to hear nothing. Especially if you're already late. Don't call them the 13th. You wait for the phone call. Call them the 13th. Then I want to work out a payment plan. See, that's
So
how we start getting up. Again, we talk about self-care, right? And not getting into the toxic space. And don't need you cut. We ain't cussing and we ain't arguing at these people about the fact they won't take because no, they didn't take the payment because you're late, boo. Just the payment. That's what you need to do because it's not gonna work out for you, right? But if you're nice and kind like me, right? Come on, you got your bill pay money. Your bill pay voice. Bill pay money voice.
The bill pay voice. I love it.
Hello. How are you guys doing today? Yeah, I'm Tedria. Like they don't know. They ain't pull you up when they first saw your phone number come up. I just want to see if I could just work out some kind of plan with you guys. Like, I know you owe you $25. Can I just give you 15 and then, in 15 days I'll make sure you give it 15 days. I promise I'll give it to you in 15 days. Listen, the trick is give it to them in 15 days. And see what they be. And you look across the board, you're like, man, I ain't had a missed payment in 6 months. That's what's up. And your credit started going up. Do y'all know? We paying people, right? We paying people to fix credit. But the main thing I see in credit repair, and I'm getting you this tea for free because I love y'all ladies, right? I have to tell people all the time what you think it is not even that. That's people paying money for no reason and they don't because they don't understand credit. Mm-hmm. Don't pay them no. If you got a collection, you can pay them all you want to. Guess what's gonna happen?
Nothing.
You still gonna have, and then you're gonna be mad because you're gonna be out of money. Mm-hmm. You know what you do? You say, you know what? Wow, I had a maxed out credit card. You know what's really hurting your credit? It's not that missed payment. Even after you paid like 2 more months after that, that your credit score go up. But if you maxed out that credit card, it's killing your credit score. Do you not know that that's one of the main things I have to help people with? It's your utilization. It's not even, it's the bankruptcy. It's the utilization. Mm-hmm. Pay that credit card down. One person, I promise, they paid me and I told them, as a matter of fact, I can give you a refund. All you need to do is pay that credit card down. There's no way because I have this. I said, pay the credit card and you come holler at me. Guess what happened, y'all? They paid that credit card and guess what? Credit went up 50 points. I said, mic drop.
Right here. You finna put it right here.
Listen.
100 points in
now, what did you learn?
Right.
And see, all of this ties into, because you have to be disciplined to do that. You have to be disciplined to pay your bills on time. You have to be disciplined to do the same stuff. Even if you were taught, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Don't you listen to that. Don't you listen.
He's messing with you. That's his excuse when he called about the bill.
But listen, does it not work? Because people love.
He said not the voice. We all know
people love their dog, right?
The dog.
Talking to a dog owner on the phone, they will drop. oh my gosh, like, what's his name? Fluffy? I'm going to be praying for Fluffy. We'll work with you. I play whatever card I need to play. I just need y'all to work with me because I'm trying to buy a house. And let me tell y'all something. I made a goal, right? And I said, you know what? By this time that I retired in 2020. And I said, in 1 year, I'm going to get my own house. I sat my butt down somewhere. I didn't listen to people. Like, don't listen to people. Do not listen to people because most of them people broke. Telling you, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Forget them. Do what's best for you.
Okay.
I was 38 years old and I stayed with my mama. I sure did. I stayed with my mama. I saved my money. And guess what? You see this beautiful edifice that y'all can't really see? You know this beautiful edifice? It's a mini mansion to me because it's a nice little home in a nice little neighborhood.
That's right. That's right.
And guess what? My name is about to be on this deed. You know why? Because I set my butt down somewhere and I didn't care what people said. They were feeling sorry for me. You know what they did, y'all? Let me tell y'all something. This ain't to teach y'all no scam or nothing. I'm just saying people are mess. Sometimes you have to monopolize on their mess. I told y'all I'm not messy, but I'm petty. They were just like, oh, you doing so bad because you live with your mama. I said, girl, you know what I'm saying? Times, you just got to be smart. Some jokers start giving me money, talking about, because I just feel so bad. You thought I turned it down?
You done told on yourself now.
You think I turned it down?
Money back. Here you go. Plus interest. Thank you.
And you see what I mean? And you know what's amazing? If more people taught classes like this, y'all know how much stuff y'all learned just in this couple of minutes.
That's right.
I didn't have to be philosophical with y'all. I didn't even have to speak no finance. I ain't spoke no finance to y'all yet.
Finance.
If people don't understand that, you don't have to do all that extra stuff people telling you. The truth is, when people start getting deep with me, you know what I ask them? You talking a lot of trash. Let me see that portfolio.
Well, my system ain't working right now, but I'll get there right to you as soon as it get back up and running right.
I believe in this. Be a boss on paper. Forget what everybody else telling you, because everybody else may tell you behind the curve and you slow in your stuff and there. You stay consistent and you continue to work on your budget that's tailored to your life, that's tailored to the things that you do. If you can only save $10, guess what? That's $10 more than somebody else saving. That's $10 more than you saved before. And that's $10 add up. It only takes 10 of them to make $100.
That part.
It only take 10 of them. You see the multiplication that's going on there? You do it at your own pace, and before you know it, you'll find yourself on the play. You're like, wow. You know, a lot of millionaires, that's how they start. Y'all know I'm already one. Y'all claim that too, right? My money just catching up with it. I'm already there. You have to be missing
that part.
a million. You know how many people get money? And they become millionaires and they being broke again. You know why? Because their life caught up with their mindset.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Tedria, we have reached the end. So we thank you so much for joining us. We are definitely going to have you all for a part 2. So stick around for that. Y'all, if you saw it at the bottom, if you didn't catch it at the bottom, write it down. Divine Connections FMC.com is how you get a hold of Tedria, her products, and booking her as a potential financial coach. So with that, you guys, we thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you next week on FEM Talk. Oh man, where's the outro? Oh, there it is.